I just have to show you how cute the babies are. Look. Hi, say hi, Valentina. Say hi. Oh, hi, Victoria. Say hi. I was going to talk about life insurance. Hi, my name is Layla, and I am a twin mom, an entrepreneur, and unfortunately, I'm also a widow. I just lost my husband. He was 31 years old, and we were on a company trip to Hawaii. He and a friend of ours, who's also an agent of ours, went down into a waterfall, and they were hit with a flash flood, and they both lost their lives. And people have been asking me how I seem to be coping so well, and it's actually a few reasons. Firstly, spiritually, I'm coping because I got a lot of signs, and being a Christian, I have a different perspective, and that's really been able to help me as I go through this grieving process. Number two is my daughters. They obviously keep me going 24/7. I'm going. I'm either chasing them around, feeding them, nursing them. So my daughters, they keep me laughing. So my daughters obviously keep me going. I've got to keep a certain level of energy with my daughters, and they just bring that out of me. But thirdly, and this is something that's not really talked about except for my industry, and that's life insurance. We are life insurance agents, and my husband and I ran a business together. And we know, being in this industry, that people pass away. One day you're here, one day you're not here, but never did I imagine that I would be a widow with 11-month-old twins, and that my husband would lose his life at only 31 years old. But my husband had life insurance. And because of that, that gave me a lot of peace of mind. And now you know what life insurance does, but now I was able to live and see the details of what that means. And this is what that means. Imagine right now you have a husband, maybe the children are in daycare, maybe your mom-in-law lives with you, or maybe you have a nanny. And from literally one day to the next, all of a sudden your husband is gone. Now, he's gone. What if he was a primary moneymaker? What if you're a stay-at-home mom? Or what if you work? Even though if your family is relying on two sources of income, and all of a sudden one of those sources of income is gone, put yourself in those shoes. What will that look like? Rent is due tomorrow. Can you afford it? Your car is due. Your bills are due. Life continues on. Bill collectors continue. But what if your husband leaves you with life insurance? Rent is due, no problem. Car is due, no problem. Bills are due, no problem. Hey, now you can afford a nanny. You can still afford daycare. In the future, college plan for your kids. Your life will continue, and you're able to take time off of work. You're able to grieve. One thing that I did is I would go on little mini trips with my daughters. I eased off of my business because I didn't have the pressure of having to make money. I was able to just enjoy time with my daughters and figure out this new life as a widow, as a single mom with now 1-year-old twins. So I hear a lot of women that say, oh, I leave the finances up to my husband. My husband handles the finances. Well, do you have any idea how much life insurance your husband has? Does he have any? Is it enough? And a lot of women say, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't need life insurance. Well, let's think about everything that you do. You're the nanny, you're the daycare, you clean the house, you cook, you do everything. Let's say your husband is the sole income earner. So now, God forbid, you walk out of life. Now you're no longer here. Now your husband, not only does he have to continue paying the bills and continue working so he could make money to keep a roof over his head and your kid's head, but now he needs someone to take care of the kids. So how's he going to do all of that? He needs somebody to cook for the kids. So how is all of that going to happen? Well, if you have life insurance, then maybe he could put them in daycare. He could hire a nanny. Maybe he can get a meal service. I mean, who knows what he would need to do to be able to grieve for you, maintain the house, and make sure that your kids continue to live the life that they had when you were still here, right? And I know it seems tragic to talk about these things, but if there's one thing that we're certain of, they say, is what? Death and taxes. We just never know when it's going to happen to us. Now, my daughters also have life insurance. That's legacy that they're going to be able to pass down to their children. And also the type of life insurance that we have, in case we get sick, like cancer, heart attack, or stroke, you're covered. So you don't have to wait until you die to be able to use life insurance. So this is really a message to encourage everybody to do your review, take a look at your policies. Are they ready to expire? Do you want something that doesn't expire? Do you have enough life insurance? Ladies, I really want to encourage you to take a look at your finances and understand what it is that you have in place for your family and for your children. If you're single and you don't have kids, you still need life insurance, because God forbid, in case you get stroke, cancer, or heart attack when you're older, that life insurance is really going to come in handy. Plus, you could also use it for vacation, for retirement, depending on the type of life insurance that you have.